I am going to give you a report of my visit to the intersection of Mānoa Stream and Pālolo Stream. I'll show you the murkiness or the clarity of that stream, and that's what we're going to be looking at mainly. I want to show you here a map of that location and how I specifically got to the intersection of those two streams. I caught the bus to 2800 South King Street and walked east along Wailai Avenue to 2907 Ko'ali Road. The road along Wailai Avenue from 2800 South King Street to 2907 Ko'ali Road is quite noisy, and it's not an area that most people walk. It's, in fact, many cars go through. And so one of the recommendations that I have, or what I did, was I wore some earplugs. Also, to get your bearings, 2907 Ko'ali Road is very near to the intersection of South King, Kapiolani Boulevard, Wailai Avenue. And those three streets meet under the H1 freeway. And here we go. So this is a view of Mānoa Stream, standing on Wailai Avenue, and we are looking south. Another way to get your bearings is that there are two bridges I will be standing on. The one going over the Mānoa Stream is made of concrete and is just gray. The bridge going over the Pālolo Stream is painted white, and you will be able to see the difference between those two railings that are shown in the video, and thus the two different streams. And so what we want to see is the color of the stream, the murkiness of the stream, or the clarity of the stream. And this is all done through just the naked eye. Now this view is a view of right where the Pālolo Stream meets the Mānoa Stream. It's more closer to the Pālolo Stream. And I pretty much did not edit out most of the camera coverage that I took, because I wanted you to see how the stream acted most of the time on a given certain segment of time. However, I did take out images of some single-family homes that were caught on camera. This is a view of the Mānoa Stream. So here you can see that the water is slightly murky, or depending on how you see it, could be very murky. This is the intersection of Mānoa Stream and Pālolo Stream, and I panned up to look at the Wailai Avenue. This view is mainly Pālolo stream, so the Pālolo stream is on the left and the Mānoa stream is on the edge of the view that you see to the right. This access point shown here is about 100 feet upstream of where Mānoa stream and Pālolo stream meet. And you can see how murky the Mānoa stream is. This is 2907 Koali Road, or near that point, and I am standing on the street and looking down onto the Mānoa stream. And you can see here that the stream is quite murky. You can see here that the stream has sedimentation and/or siltation. And now I am panning north along Koali Road, and we can see the residential towers located on the campus of the University of Hawaii at Mānoa. Here you can see one larger fish that is orange in color. Besides observing what type of aquatic animals are in the water, such as this fish, also make a note of how clear or murky the water is and your ability to see that fish. Here, the stream looks rather cloudy. Another way to gauge how cloudy it is to also compare visual observations of this stream compared to other streams around the island. Here we see a duck. And here is Pālolo stream, and in the background it meets the Mānoa stream. And we are looking towards the west. Now I am standing on Waialae Avenue and overlooking the Mānoa stream, and I'm looking south-southwest towards the H1 freeway. Note that because the water is moving a little more rapidly, it's rather harder to notice the siltation and the sedimentation of the Mānoa stream. It's easier to see the siltation or the sedimentation when the water is still, more still than if it was moving faster. Now we are standing on Waialae Avenue and we're looking towards Mānoa stream, and we're looking towards the north and towards the mountain.